Hello. Today we'll have to discuss about continuity and differentiability of part 4. In this lecture, we'll have to discuss about the explicit and implicit functions. Okay. Let me tell you what are the explicit and implicit functions. For example, suppose a function is given x plus y minus 4 is equal to 0 and we are going to differentiate with respect to x. So here the y can be simply separated and y is equal to, I can write here 4 minus x differentiate with respect to x. Y is equal to 4 minus x. So here simply we can differentiate with the term. The term is separated in terms of y and terms of x. Okay. So this type of function is called explicit function. It is explicit function. When we are talking about the implicit function, that means suppose the function is xy plus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. Here you can see that the x and y, they are in a multiply form. When we are shifting here, so it's difficult to shift it. Otherwise, second I'll take like sine xy plus 3x is equal to 0. So these are the functions in which it's very difficult to find out the values of x in terms of y. That means x and y are not separate easily. So these type of functions are called implicit function. Implicit. Okay. These are explicit functions. So explicit function, that means the x and y can be separated and simply will differentiate the term. Okay. So in the coming exercise, we are solving the questions based on explicit functions. Okay. And finding the values of dy by dx. So this is the difference between explicit and implicit functions. Now coming to exercise number 5.3. Exercise 5.3. From this exercise, I take first question is find dy by dx. 2x plus 3y is equal to sin x. Question number 1, find dy by dx. And the question is 2x plus 3y is equal to sin x. 2x plus 3y is equal to sin x. Okay. For finding the dy by dx. Differentiate with respect to x. Okay. What we are doing here? Differentiate with respect to x. Okay. 2, it's dy by dx with x plus 3 dy by dx is equal to dy by dx sin x. Okay. What does it mean? 2, the differentiation of x is the basic formula x to the power n and x to the power n minus 1. So 2 x to the power 1 plus 3 dy by dx is equal to the differentiation of sin x is cos x. Okay. I'll separate dy by dx. So 3 dy by dx is equal to cos x minus 2. So that means the dy by dx is equal to cos x minus 2 upon 3. This is the value of dy by dx. Okay. Next question I am taking from this exercise. Question number 6. X cube plus x square y plus xy square plus y cube is equal to 81. So here the differentiation, that means the separation of x and y is difficult as an implicit function. Simply we are differentiating with respect to x because finally we are finding the values of dy by dx. Okay. So differentiate with respect to x. Differentiation dy by dx x cube plus dy by dx x square y plus dy by dx x y square and plus dy by dx y cube is equal to dy dx 81. Okay. So when you differentiate the term x cube, it becomes 3x square plus. Here what should be done, because there are two functions, one is x square, second is y. Here we'll use the product rule, and product rule says the first function differentiation of second function plus second function differentiation of first function. Okay, first function differentiation of second function dy by dx plus second function y differentiation of first function 2x plus again using the quotient rule product rule, first function differentiation of second function, the differentiation of y square is 2y dy by dx plus second function y square and differentiation of x, that is 1, plus y cube 3y square dy by dx is equal to the differentiation of constant term is 0. Okay. In the next step, 3x square plus x square dy by dx plus 2xy plus 2xy dy by dx and plus y square plus 3y square dy by dx is equal to 0. Since we are finding the value of dy by dx, so whatever the terms having dy by dx will have to kept on the left hand side, other terms will be shifted there. Dy by dx terms having 1, 2 and 3 terms. So these 3 terms will be keeping on the left hand side and taking dy by dx common. Then the remaining term is x square plus 2xy plus 3y square, and outside what should I write here? Dy by dx is equal to whatever the terms in which no dy by dx like 3x square, 2xy plus y square will be shifted on other side. So it is coming minus 3x square, it is minus 2xy and minus y square. So the value of dy by dx is equal to, taking minus sign common, 3x square plus 2xy plus y square upon x square plus 2xy plus 3y square. So this is the value of dy by dx. Okay. So that is question number 6. So now the differentiation of y is, we will write here dy by dx. Y is also a variable. It is a dependent variable of x. Okay. After this question, one is a question number 9. Question number 9 says y is equal to inverse trigonometric, y is equal to sine inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. Y is equal to 2x upon 1 plus x square. Okay. One trigonometric formula we know that. Look at this question, sine inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. In place of x, if I'll put x is equal to tan theta, then what happens? It is 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. And 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, what does it mean? Sine 2 theta. Sine inverse sine will be cancelled. We are getting this. Okay. So these are the questions in which we'll have to use the trigonometric terms, and using trigonometric formulae, consider let x is equal to tan theta. Okay. Then y is equal to sine inverse 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. And y is equal to sine inverse, what is the formula of 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta? Sine 2 theta. Sine 2 theta. So it is coming y is equal to sine inverse sine 2 theta. What does it mean? It is 2 theta. Till here we have not used any differentiation of any terms. Okay. Now we'll have to use differentiate with respect to x, replacing the value in place of theta. So since x is equal to tan theta, this means theta is equal to tan inverse x. Okay. So I write here y is equal to 2 tan inverse x. And now differentiate with respect to x. dy by dx is equal to dy dx 2 outside, tan inverse x. So that means dy by dx is equal to 2, and the differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. So the result is 2 upon 1 plus x square is dy by dx. Okay. So the list of the formula of the differentiation, I'll give you a list in which all the differentiation and integration formula is there. Okay. By the way, you know that these are the formula of the inverse trigonometric function. That means the formula of sine inverse x, cos inverse x, and tan inverse x. After this question, now other questions from this exercise, all those questions, they are based on using these trigonometric terms and finding the value. Question number 10. 10th question. Y is equal to tan inverse 3x minus x cube upon 1 minus 3x square. Where minus 1 upon root 3 is less than x is less than 1 by root 3. Okay. Question is find dy by dx. When you solve the question, especially of these type of questions in which you will see that in inverse trigonometric function, you will see that this will be a formula of any of the trigonometric terms. Okay. When you see carefully, it is coming 3x minus x cube upon 1 minus 3, 1 minus 3x square. So you now memorize tan 3 theta formula, tan 3 theta, 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta upon 1 minus 3 tan square theta. So this right hand side term will give you a clue that this is a formula which is using here on the right hand side. Okay. So accordingly we'll have to replace it. Let x is equal to tan theta. This means theta is equal to tan inverse x. Okay. Replace the value y is equal to tan inverse. Because first of all we have to remove this tan inverse term. So definitely on the right hand side in a bracket you will observe that there must be a formula 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta upon 1 minus 3 tan square theta. It is coming y is equal to tan inverse. What is this? Tan 3 theta. So therefore y is equal to 3 theta, y is equal to 3 and theta is tan inverse x. Now you have to use this differentiate with respect to x. So dy by dx is equal to 3 and the differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. So 3 upon 1 plus x square will be the answer. Okay. Other questions, they are on the same base, all the questions starting from 10 to 15. One more question I am taking from it, that is number 12. Y is equal to sine inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. Y is equal to sine inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. Okay. What should be done here? 1 minus x square. So what is the value of this? If in place of x, what should I put here? If I'll put here tan theta, so 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Okay. Is there any formula? No formula. If I'll put cos, 1 minus cos square theta, 1 plus cos square theta. No formula, because here we want to convert into the form of sine theta, so that sine inverse and sine will be cancelled. So what should be done here? We have a second option also, that direct this term will be considered as a t and sine inverse t 1 upon under 1 minus t square and then differentiation of this term. Okay, that is also one procedure we have if we are not converting in any of the form. But if I will write here x is equal to tan theta, then it is coming 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, which makes it is sec square theta. Okay, and tan can be written sine upon cos, it is 1 upon cos. Maybe it is coming in a form of sine formula. So let us see. Let x is equal to, I am writing here tan theta. Okay, this means theta is equal to tan inverse x. Now what happens? Y is equal to sine inverse 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Okay, y is equal to sine inverse 1 minus tan square, that is sine square theta upon cos square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. And 1 plus tan square theta, that means direct may I write here sec square theta, or I can change into the form of sine square and cos square, because numerator is also in the same form. Okay, so y is equal to sine inverse, when we take LCM, cos square theta minus sine square theta upon cos square theta cancel, and it is coming cos square theta plus sine square theta, that is 1. Okay, so that means it is coming y is equal to sine inverse and cos square x minus, cos square theta minus sine square theta. What does it mean? It is cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta. This is a formula, cos square theta minus sine square theta is equal to cos 2 theta. But here is a sine inverse, that is a cos. How to convert this cos into the form of sine? I can write here y is equal to sine inverse sine pi by 2 minus 2 theta. Because sine 90 minus theta, it is cos theta, right? Sine inverse sine cancel, it is coming y is equal to pi by 2 minus 2 theta. And therefore, this is the term y is equal to pi by 2 minus 2 theta. We'll put the value y is equal to pi by 2 minus 2 and theta is tan inverse x. Differentiate with respect to x, dy by dx is equal to, this pi by 2 is a pure constant term, its value is 0, minus 2, and the differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. So minus 2 upon 1 plus x square. Okay, and the second procedure which I told you, I am solving the question, same question by the second procedure, so that if you don't know that how to put the value, directly you can use it. But that this method is not very simple, in which a lot of calculation is there, but you are getting the answer with the help of this method. If the same question I am using second method, okay, that is differentiate with respect to x, dy by dx is equal to sine inverse, and this entire term is t. So may I write here 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. Okay. The formula of sine inverse x is equal to 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. This entire term is treated as a x. 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. And again differentiation is using the chain rule. Differentiation of 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. Okay. So the term is coming 1 upon, under this bracket, I will take here LCM, or suppose I am writing here 1 minus x square whole square and then 1 plus x square whole square. After that we'll have to take LCM. Here we'll have to use the quotient rule. Quotient rule says denominator, differentiation of numerator minus 2x minus numerator and differentiation of denominator 2x upon denominator whole square. Okay. This means 1 upon under root LCM of 1 upon 1 and 1 plus x square whole square is 1 plus x square whole square will be the LCM of these two terms. It is coming 1 plus x square whole square minus 1 minus x square. 1 plus x square whole square. Okay. Because 1 minus x square is already there, it's whole square, 1 plus x square whole square. So LCM is 1 plus x square whole square minus 1 minus x square whole square upon 1 plus x square whole square. And here it is coming minus, if I will multiply it inside, so it is coming minus 2x cube. It is minus 2x and minus minus plus 2x cube upon 1 plus x square whole square. It's okay. Now I'll see 1 upon this. So there are 4 terms. So this term will be going upside. 1 plus x square whole square, which is coming out from the root. So simply it is coming 1 plus x square. Okay. Root cancel upon inside the root. What is this? The term is coming 1, or I can use a square minus b square, a plus b and a minus b. Okay. A plus b. 1 plus x square plus 1 minus x square and 1 plus x square minus 1 plus x square. What I have done here? Using an identity a square minus b square. A plus b and a minus b. So I'll write here minus, so minus 1 and it is plus 1. Here is minus 2x cube plus 2x cube cancel, minus 2x minus 4x upon 1 plus x square whole square. So 1 plus x square is cancelled. It is coming minus 4x upon under root is anything, yes, x square cancel, 1 plus 1 it is 2 multiplied by here 1 cancel, x square plus x square 2x square. Okay, and one term is left, that is 1 plus x square. Okay, and now you can check the solution. This is 2 2s are 4, there's a one pair of 2, so 2 is coming outside, 2 will be cancelled by it, 2 2s are 4, so it is coming minus 2x upon minus 2x upon, and this x will be cancelled by x square if it is coming outside. So direct way I write here minus 2 upon 1 plus x square. Okay, because 2 2s are 4x square is coming outside of the root. What is coming here? It is 2x. So x cancel, 2 2s are 4 minus 2 upon 1 plus x square. Okay, you will see that both the answers are same. So this is the alternative method also we have when we solve the questions. From this exercise, one more question I am solving. Now we are taking question number 15th. Number 15th, which says y is equal to sec inverse 1 upon 2x square minus 1. Y is equal to sec inverse 1 upon 2x square minus 1. 1 upon 2x square minus 1. Okay. And finding the values of find. Question is find dy by dx. Okay. Now here what should be taken in place of x? Sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. You can see 2x square minus 1. You know that there are 3 formulae for the cos. One is 2 cos square theta minus 1, 1 minus 2 cos square theta, and cos square theta minus sin square theta. And the value of all these is equal to cos 2 theta. Isn't it? 2 cos square theta minus 1, 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2 sin square theta, sorry. 2 cos square theta minus 1, 1 minus 2 sin square theta, and cos square theta minus sin square theta is equal to cos 2 theta. Okay, these are three formulae we're using the cos 2 theta. Now you can check it which should be used here. 2x square minus 1. X is equal to, if I'll take here cos theta, then what happens this? 2 cos square theta minus 1. Okay, and 2 cos square theta minus 1, that means it is cos 2 theta. Simply, and cos is to be written in the form of reciprocal form, that is a sec theta. Let y x is equal to cos theta. Okay. Then what happens? Y is equal to sec inverse 1 upon 2 cos square theta minus 1. That means y is equal to sec inverse 1 upon 2 cos square theta minus 1. What does it mean? It is cos 2 theta. And you know that cos is a reciprocal of sec. So 1 upon cos 2 theta, we write here sec 2 theta. Therefore y is equal to sec inverse sec, cancel 2 theta. So it is y is equal to 2, and the value of theta is, this means theta is equal to cos inverse x. 2 cos inverse x. Differentiate with respect to x. dy by dx is equal to, differentiation of cos inverse x is minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. Minus 2 upon under root 1 minus x square. Okay. So this is the result of the question. Okay. So after this exercise, we'll have to discuss on the next exercise. In this next exercise, logarithmic and exponential functions are there. Okay. Logarithmic function and exponential function. Logarithmic and exponential functions. What are the meaning of logarithmic and exponential functions? E to the power x, you're aware of that. In class 11th you have studied about exponential function, e to the power x. It's extension 1 plus x upon factorial, 1 plus x upon factorial, like that. Suppose e to the power x is equal to y. Okay. Any exponential function, its value is equal to y. So that is exponential function which is expressed in the form of e to the power x, which means is equal to y. If I want to convert this exponential function into the logarithmic function, then what should I write here? Log, so short form of logarithmic, log base e y is equal to x. Okay. That means how to read this? E to the power x is equal to y. That means log y base e is equal to x. This is the meaning of it. For example, 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8. 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8. Then what should I write here? Log, here like here e is coming in the base form. So this is base is here 2, it is 8, and that is 3. Okay. So this is the meaning, log 8 base 2 is equal to 3. Log 8 base 2 is equal to 3. So this is the procedure by which you can convert the exponential form into the logarithmic form, and from the logarithmic form to the exponential form. If any term is given like log y base e is equal to x is given, so simply we'll write here e to the power x is equal to y, vice versa. Okay. Here are some rules of the logarithmic. Rule number 1 is log x plus log y is equal to log x multiplied by y. Base may be anything, whether it is e or 10 or whatever it is. Okay. So this is first rule. Second rule of log is log x minus log y is equal to log x upon y. Okay. Again taking base anything. Rule number 3, log x to the power y is equal to y log x. So whatever the power is there, it is coming here with the multiplication term. Okay. It's a very important rule. It is used in most of the questions. And one more, log a upon b. Log a upon b is equal to, I can write here, suppose here is a base e. Okay, log a upon b. So may I write here log a base e upon log b base e. Okay, log a upon b, log a upon b is equal to minus log b upon a, like this. Okay, that is the rule. And one rule also, this I am telling you, log a base b. Yes, log a base b, if there is, then we'll write here log a upon log b, and writing base anything here, log a base b, here you can write here base e and base e or base 10, whatever you want to write it. Log a upon log b, you can write like this. So these are the 5 rules of the logarithmic. Log x plus log y, log x into y, log x minus log y, x upon y, log x to the power y, y log x, and log a upon b, so minus log log a upon b minus log b upon a. This is the rule when you just write here a upon b to be written in the form of b upon a. Minus 1 power is coming here, so this minus 1 will be shifted here according to this rule. And that is log a base b is equal to log a base e upon log b base e. Okay. So these are the logarithmic rules. We are using these rules and will solve the questions. That means we are finding the differentiation also. Okay, but in the differentiation using these logarithmic terms. Based on this logarithmic term, the questions are given from exercise 5.4. So we are discussing some questions from this exercise 5.4. Starting from question number 1. Okay, that is e to the power, differentiate the following with respect to x. E to the power x upon sine x. E to the power x upon sine x. The question is differentiate with respect to x. This is the question. Differentiate with respect to x. Okay. Let y is equal to e to the power x upon sine x. We'll consider first y is equal to e to the power x upon sine x. Differentiate with respect to x. dy by dx is equal to dy dx e to the power x upon sine x. Okay. There are two functions, and we are using the quotient rule here because numerator and denominators both are having the variables. What the rule says, denominator sine x, differentiation of numerator minus numerator, and differentiation of denominator upon denominator square, sine square x. What is the differentiation of e to the power x? The differentiation of e to the power x is e to the power x itself. Okay. sin x, differentiation of e to the power x, that is e to the power x, minus e to the power x, and differentiation of sin x is cos x upon sin square x. So it means e to the power x can be taken common. It is coming sin x minus cos x upon sin square x. Okay. This is the differentiation of e to the power x upon sin x. I think in the syllabus of class 11th you have understood that how to find the differentiation by the definition of the differentiation, how to find the values are differentiation of e to the power x, differentiation of sin x, differentiation of sin inverse x, and many things. Okay. After this question, I want to take a question, sin tan inverse e to the power minus x. Sin tan inverse e to the power minus x. Y is equal to sin tan inverse e to the power minus x. Sin tan inverse e to the power minus x. Let y is equal to this. Okay. Question number 4. Differentiate with respect to x. dy by dx is equal to dy by dx sin tan inverse e to the power minus x. How to differentiate it? First of all, sin and this entire term is treated as a t, but t I am not considering here. I will consider in my mind that okay, this term is a t, right? So the differentiation of sin t is cos t. So I'll write here cos, and t means tan inverse e to the power minus x. And again differentiation of the term which we have considered as t. So differentiation of tan inverse e to the power minus x. Is that okay? Is it using chain rule? Chain rule not a one time, we are using a continuous chain rule here. Cos tan inverse e to the power minus x. Differentiation of tan inverse, now this term is treated as a u or t, whatever it is. So e to the power minus x I am considering as a t here. So it is coming tan inverse t. And differentiation of tan inverse t is 1 upon 1 plus t square. So that means it is multiplied by 1 upon 1 plus t square. What we have taken t? T is e to the power minus x. E to the power minus x square. And again dy by dx, what we have taken t, that is e to the power minus x. This means cos tan inverse e to the power minus x multiplied by 1 upon 1 plus e to the power minus 2x. And again here e to the, because we know that the formula is e to the power x, the differentiation of e to the power x is e to the power x, but it is e to the power minus x. So this time I will consider minus x is equal to t. Okay. So now the differentiation of e to the power minus x t, e to the power t, that is e to the power t as it is. And the differentiation of t, that means it is minus, what we have taken? Minus x. And the differentiation of minus x is, it is minus 1. Is that clear? This is t, e to the power t is e to the power t. And again differentiation of e to the power t is minus x. So differentiation of minus x is minus 1. Okay. So now we're collecting all the terms. Minus sign is here finally. So minus will write here outside. On the numerator you can see the terms are e to the power minus x multiplied by cos tan inverse e to the power minus x upon 1 plus e to the power minus 2x. This is the differentiation of sin tan inverse e to the power minus x. Now taking question from this same exercise 5.4. Number 6. E to the power x plus e to the power x square plus e to the power x cube plus e to the power x4 plus e to the power x to the power 5 dash 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 and e to the power x to the power 5. Okay. How to differentiate this term? Y is equal to e to the power x plus e to the power x square plus e to the power x cube plus e to the power x to the power 4 plus e to the power x to the power 5. Differentiate with respect to x. dy by dx is equal. The differentiation of e to the power x is e to the power x plus. This x square is treated as t. So differentiation of e to the power t is e to the power t, that means e to the power x square, and again differentiation of x square is 2x. Okay, plus x cube is considered as a t, so e to the power x cube, and differentiation of x cube is 3x square. E to the x to the power 4, and differentiation of x to the power 4 is 4x cube, and here at the last ex to the power 5, and differentiation of x to the power 5 is 5x to the power 4. Okay, so I think this is the answer only. E to the power x plus 2x e to the power x square plus 3x square e to the power x cube plus 4x cube e to the power x to the power 4 and plus 5x to the power 4 e to the power x to the power 5. Okay, this is treated as the answer only. Now let us take last question, number 10 of this exercise. Number 10. Cos log x plus e to the power x. Differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. Let y is equal to cos log x plus e to the power x. Okay, now this term is using here. Differentiate with respect to x. Dy by dx is equal to, this entire term is t, cos t, and differentiation of cos t is minus sin t. Minus sin, and what is the t which we have taken? Log x plus e to the power x. And what the rule says, whatever the term which we have taken t, again we'll have to differentiate with respect to x. So dy by dx log x plus e to the power x. Next step, minus sin log x plus e to the power x. Now the differentiation of this term log x plus e to the power x separately. So differentiation of log x is 1 upon x, and plus differentiation of e to the power x is e to the power x. Okay, so answer is 1 plus x e to the power x upon x. After taking LCM, this term I can write here, minus sign is out, sin log x plus e to the power x. Okay, this is the differentiation of the term cos log x plus e to the power x. Okay, so I think these are the questions, the sufficient question of exercise 5.4. In the next lesson, we have to discuss about the logarithmic differentiation. Okay, logarithmic differentiation. So in part number 4, we'll have to discuss about the logarithmic differentiation. Okay, till then, bye. Thank you.